Right. Okay. So with it being the second time here at the Georgia World Congress Center, what was the transition like for you from that you felt was I guess a better fit?
It's really our previous venue, which we had been in since 2001, 2003, something like that. But we were there for 21 years. But we basically just kept hitting capacity at pretty much all points of the venue. So our very final year there, our registration lines and just having people come in, we ended up having to use like an old theater that was in the mall space in order for people to come get badges.
I remember that. Okay. Right. The old AMC.
Yep.
Okay.
And the bigger thing for me though was definitely like the X halls, like they only have X amount of X hall space, and we turn away almost 1,000 artists each year for Artist Alley.
Right.
And then it's the same kind of thing for dealers. And also just in general with our main events where we have like the rave and concerts and stuff, we were capped there at roughly 2,000 people. And with here, our rave and everything is capped at 5,000.
And okay, because you mentioned in the raves, and I'm just like, looking at, because I'm flashing back to looking at the plan and going into the wee hours when it's adult time and all the different things. And I've never had a chance to go to the rave. I'm usually like during the day.
You do it tonight.
Right,
it starts at midnight.
Okay, and doesn't it go all the way till
4 a.m.
4.
It's midnight to 4 a.m.
Okay.
You don't have to stay the whole time.
This is true. Just to catch a vibe. And okay. I got to look into that. I can't make any promises right now. Okay. You were on the schedule and making sure that I link up with you. Now, okay, so because usually, like you said, like it's a good thing that we're growing, and it seems like everything is just converging into the Georgia World Congress Center. Was there a plan? Because I know there's another con. Usually, it was almost felt like a cut and paste. It's like I'm familiar with this, and then getting adjusted to Anime Weekend Atlanta coming here.
Yeah,
this is like okay, all right. I'm like so used to the
definitely
hotel
a different vibe. Like I really do like having like the convention hotel being part of the event more so than it is here, because we don't actually have any programming at the Signia or the Omni.
This is true.
But the Signia still has that kind of really festive, like fun atmosphere at night. But like with the Waverly, we were able to do this kind of full transformation in the atrium where you walk in and there's banners and lights everywhere.
True.
And it was almost like, you know, a 24-hour party in the hotel,
right?
Like the whole time. And so I do miss some of that here, just because of how big the venue is and how spread out it is. So you don't get as much of that type of interaction, but just having the space and having the ability to do a lot more events that we hadn't been able to do before. We had, I mean, one of our main complaints was people couldn't get into panel rooms because they were already full, that the lines, they'd have to wait 2 hours before to get into a room. And a lot of that's been alleviated because our panel rooms are double the size here.
Nice.
So like outside of our main events, are like our what we call grand panel, which is the second largest stage. It holds 1,500 people, or actually no, it holds almost 2,000 people now, which is the size of our main events from before. So we just can hold like, so we're able to do a drag show. And rather than having to turn people away. Yep, that was last night. Tonight's the burlesque.
Okay.
And in the past, like, we had to turn away a lot of people from being able to go in just because of room. And this year, it was really cool because we had 1,700 people show up for the drag show. And for me, that's just, it's important that, like, when you have really cool content and you have cool things, like, people need to see them. Otherwise, like, it's cool that you had it, but when there's 1,000 people that didn't get to see it, it's kind of like a bummer.
Yeah, we were there. Okay, and I get you on that one. No, because I'm trying to remember between the hotel and which locations there were, because it was really seamless between the Cobb Galleria and the Waverly. I was like this is hot. I like it.
Yeah.
And so with it here, bigger space. Love that. So, as far as getting the word out, how were you going about that?
Most of our growth is just through social media and word of mouth. We've never really done any of like the active campaigning of handing out flyers and stuff. Like we obviously go to like the friendly shows like MomoCon, DragonCon, Comic-Con.
Oh, and that's in Alabama.
Yep.
Okay. I'm trying to get over there.
MTAC, which is Tennessee, South Carolina, one of those two, slightly north of us. MTAC. It's like a. To me, it's much more of like a chiptunes music kind of convention, but it also has a lot of like Japanese influence.
Nice.
And for like kind of moving to the venue, there are a lot of upsides, but there's also obviously a lot of downsides. You're in downtown Atlanta. Prices for parking are
parking, yes.
Like, luckily, like they've been pretty good about honoring a $15 rate per day, so it's just slightly more than the Galleria.
Where's the 15 at? I didn't.
The red deck.
Okay.
The red deck, the blue deck, and the yellow lot should all be $15 a day.
Well,
and if you pre-ordered, If you pre-ordered, it should have also included in and out parking as well.
Okay. Because I'm just when you saying 15, I'm like, I saw 21 on the sign.
Yeah, that was specifically because you can then go in and out as much as you need.
Gotcha. Because I was wondering. Okay, too easy.
And it's just one of, again, like working with a downtown facility, you have to have a much higher police and security presence.
This is true.
So it's kind of trying to balance just. The budgeting for me has definitely been one of the harder things because our initial estimations were just not quite accurate. So it was a good 20% higher costs last year than I thought. But I also don't want to raise prices or anything.
Right.
And this year's kind of proven that doesn't work now with tariffs and everything because everything has now gotten more expensive, like lanyards, badges.
Right.
So that actually has had more of an impact on at least the finances is the current tariff situation.
Okay.
But then like with advertising in general, which is what we had started with, was the Atlanta Tourism Board works with us, so we have signs at the airport welcoming everyone, which is something that's exclusive to downtown Atlanta or the GICC.
Nice.
And working with different restaurants, like if you have your AWA badge, a lot of the restaurants around here will give you a discount.
Oh, sweet. What is that a listing?
Yep. So there's a list that we posted on our website. It's also at registration, and it's on the Atlanta Tourism Board, ATV's website.
Okay. Sweet. All right. The more you know.